I'm going to share my best sun, soil, and water tips for the Monstera Pinnatipartita, and we'll take a deep dive into the crazy pricing for this plant. Lee here. Now I have a Swiss cheese plant, aka a Monstera deliciosa. Now I love this plant. It's easy to care for, it does pretty well in low to moderate light conditions, and you can even train it to take some direct sunlight. I have mine about 2 to 3 feet away from a very large south-facing window, and it's been doing great. If you're ready to level up your plant collection or just explore some more Monsteras, you should consider this. This is my Monstera Pinnatipartita. It might not look like much now, but check it out on Instagram. When this plant gets full-sized, I actually like the leaf pattern a little bit more than the Monstera deliciosa. It has these deep disconnected fenestrations that really give it this cool jungle look. I'm sure it'll take me a few years, but this is actually one of my favorite parts of houseplants, taking something small and turning it into a gigantic specimen. This is especially rewarding with the Monstera species because you get to see how the leaves change and evolve over time. Every time you're doing a great job and you start to see those fenestrations, it's kind of like a pat on the back, you know? Like, yeah, thanks for not murdering me. One huge difference with this plant is the lighting. I was trying to treat mine exactly like my Monstera deliciosa. I moved it a little bit too close to the window to try to get a little bit of direct sunlight, and it immediately told me it hated that and it dropped its lowest leaf. So right now I have mine in a more moderate light situation. I have it sitting right behind my large Monstera deliciosa in a big pot, so it's covered in the shade by that plant. As for watering, I've been treating this exactly the same as my Monstera deliciosa. I wait till it almost dries out. The watering schedule in the winter is around every 10 to 12 days, and in the spring and summer it's closer to once a week. This plant really does love a chunky aroid mix for its soil. If you haven't watched my video on Monstera and philodendron soil, you can check that out to make sure that you get a more detailed look. But basically in here it's a mix of orchid bark, perlite, horticultural charcoal, some coconut husks, a little bit of leca, and then a tiny bit of potting soil. I have my Monstera Pinnatipartita next to a humidifier, and just like most other tropical plants, it really does love high humidity. The last thing I wanted to mention about this plant is its very brief rise to popularity and immediate fall from grace. It had about a whole 2 minutes of fame during the summer of 2020, and recently the prices have absolutely tanked on this plant. That means now is a great time to get in. Here's a graph for you, but basically the plant prices spiked at about $200 for a 2 to 3 leaf cutting, and then from there they've been quickly declining. Starting from the fall of 2020, 3-leaf cuttings were priced at about $95 and were still going unsold in most boutique plant stores. Now that we're in late winter of 2021, the prices are hovering at about $80 for a 2 to 3 leaf rooted cutting, and fenestrated plants with around 5 to 6 leaves are selling for about $180. These prices are in Canadian dollars, and they've been gathered from boutique plant stores in Canada. And a quick reminder, these plant prices are from the summer of 2020 to winter of 2021. As prices continue to fall, and I don't expect this plant to be mass produced just yet because of the lack of popularity, I think that now is the perfect time to get in if you are hoping to expand your plant collection or just your Monstera collection in general. If this video was helpful to you, remember to give it the thumbs up, and comment down below if you have a Monstera deliciosa and you're looking to expand your collection too. Thanks for watching, and see you next time on Kill This Plant.